Okay, so if we look at this setup here now, pretty much the ball position is good in both cases, okay, but just look how far your head is down there. I mean, the top of your head, as I said,
so I need to really concentrate on that.
If you thin a chip shot, the first thing people yell, keep your head down, it's just the worst thing you can do. You get so cramped up, your arms stuck out the side. I mean, we want your arms to be hanging down vertically from there, okay? But you've still got a little bit of a bend in there. So let your arms hang down. If your head tucks down, you get so over the ball there, there's no way your arms can hang down. If you had your arms sort of hanging down there correctly, and they were kind of straight, they'd be on the grip down here somewhere. Well, the club will be they're stuck in the belly button, okay? So you've got to get yourself up, get yourself tall, get your head up, let the arms hang, okay? The more your head stays down, the more that way using the golf club, the more you knife it across the green. Your arm get sort of T-Rexy kind of situation, and your arms get very tucked up, okay? And if we look at this swing here now, when you swing through, let's zoom back a little bit. Back two's good, but then your left arm's going to stop in there. So there's a good lie. You got away with it, okay? But look at that finish position, how tucked up that is there. That is just so head down, get under the ball, scoop it, flick it, and all sorts. Okay. Now this one, at least your ears and sort of the top of your head now is a bit more above the golf, your shoulders there. Okay. As we swing now, look at your arms down. That looks a far more natural swing and a much better connection. That's more hitting the ground correctly with the ball and then the golf club striking the turf. And look where your arms finish, okay, compared to where your arms finish there. That looks awkward and uncomfortable, all caused by the old head down mentality. Tuck your chin on your chest, tuck your arms up and try and get under the golf ball. Now, if we look at a golf ball in realistic terms, he's on the ground there. There's no way on God's earth you can get underneath that golf ball. A bit of paper could slide underneath it, but that golf club being as thick as there's nothing underneath the ball, is it? So if you try and get under it, try and get your head down, try and scoop, you will just whiz it across the green. And you'll hit it sort of knee high to a grasshopper. If the lie's good, you might get away with it. If the lie's bad, you're going to struggle, aren't you? Okay, so setup is good in terms of ball position. That's good. Shuffling, very good. Just got to make sure we don't get too close and then too really tucked up. Okay, we are closer obviously, but we still can stand nice and tall and get our chin up and our chest up and let your arms hang. You want the sensation your arms just hanging down from the shoulders. If you let your arm hang down there now, that's your arm hanging. Okay, if you really tilt yourself over the board and put your head down, chin down, your arms are like this, aren't they? And when your arm's doing this, like rocking the baby beast, and the bicep's going to contract. So if you have any bend in your arm, that bicep's going to tense. Now we know people grip it too tight, everyone does, especially got a twitchy shot over a bunker, and oh God, you're going to get tighter and tighter, Scott, and you get tighter, that bicep gets tighter. Now try and move your arm. It's just, by tightening that, it can't move, can it? It's just so locked in position. So we want your arms just sort of swishing back and forth kind of this way, not up here and trying to lift a heavy stick, it almost looks like, yeah. Does that make sense, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. So you want the arms to get basically to there, okay? As we swing through, ideally speaking, the hand should get to that blue line before the golf club. You're a little bit behind that, okay? Gets there, but a little bit delayed. Not a bad shot, though, but compared to this one, if you put the line down there, I mean, the club, your hands don't even get there. I mean, yeah, give yourself a good lie, the ball's teed up, you can scoop it a little bit, it's okay. But the courses you're playing, well, any golf course you're going to play for that matter, you're missing the green now, you've got slightly bare lies, muddy lies, grassy, whatever lies. If you're trying to play a chip shot and the club's scooping that way, you've got to have a good lie. If you haven't got a good lie, it will unfortunately be a bit of a nightmare. And then you're just going whizzing back and forth across the green, aren't you? If the long game's coming on nicely and you get into the greens and sometimes hitting greens, if you're getting inside that sort of 30-yard circle from the flag, you want to be chipping on and at worst two-passing, maybe even single putting. They come towards the bag, they hit the bag, so they like to tap in putts. This method on the left-hand side here, Scott, it's just a very, very inefficient, potentially lead to disaster technique. The lie's good, you might have a few good shots, they'd be lovely. And then you sort of fall into that trap, I've got it, I've cracked it. But in reality, it's just the lie's good, the setup was good.
You know what the feel, because even if they end up good, but you know from the feel if it's...
I think you hit one, wasn't that one we've got on camera unfortunately, but the one you hit there, I said, did you see that ball spin? You went, I felt that, I felt so much more like ball end up, like a crisper kind of, that's what a good strike feels like. These are a bit more kind of like a bit slappy and scoopy. So. Okay, mate, make sense?
Yeah.
Good man, very